We are live. So your sidekick Travis is not on this stream, so I'm gonna do the intro. Ladies and gentlemen of all ages and genders, welcome to East versus West live stream podcast slash whatever. Your host Travis Bajent and your amazing guests, Mr. Hutchings and Mr. Blah 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 blah. Also known as Bogdan Stoica.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, you guys look great. Well, listen, in lieu of me finalizing my contract with Robert Baxter and East vs. West, I felt it's important to add another segment to the show. So, first, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Milk and Honey, who will actually be paying me the proper amount to do this project. Okay. Besides that, let's get started, gentlemen. First of all, huge honor. Both of you guys absolutely killing it right now at the 209 class. Not so much in the 231 class, but my goodness, the 209 class, you guys are killing it. So first of all, let me just say it's a pleasure. Bogdan, we haven't had a ton of conversations and love, but I've been watching, right?
I'm a big fan, man. I've seen everything you did, everything you do. I'm a big fan, Travis.
My guy, and I was there in Paulin's corner, kind of. That's my guy.
I
And
could hear you from the
And
crowd.
as that match is leading up to it, I keep getting these guys that are from the United States, right? That know exactly who Paul Lynn is. And more importantly, it's easy to get behind Paul Lynn if you know him, right?
I was rooting for Poland.
And these guys started whispering, hey, man, your man is the real deal. And then so watched, saw, is amazingly entertained. And then you follow it up with our boy Nugo, and which is just amazing and crazy and awesome. So super honored to get to know you in this kind of format. Don't be surprised if I say something crazy. You act like you've done your research. Shouldn't be a problem.
Not
Todd
at all.
Hutchings, how are you, sir?
Doing well.
First of all, I apologize for speaking to these people before acknowledging that the undisputed 209 champion of the world and a hero to many of us here in the United States of America. Welcome to the podcast, Toddzilla.
And the former 231 champ.
Yes, we don't want to bring that up anymore. We had the negative comment. I threw it in there, snuck it in there, hoping that you was working on some engineering drawing. And lo and behold, we'll keep all the action down here at the 209 category where you are undoubtedly the man. Now, there have been rumors that Nugo could in fact grind with you, Toddzilla, in a hook. So,
well, I should
I don't know if
I
it's
should
true.
pull him into the 105 class then.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I'm just saying it has been alleged that we could, that grinding could happen. And then we see the strength gap that I feel is there between you and Paul Lynn when I've, just been around and seen some of the inside matches. So can this guy beat you if we get turned in? Is there any reason for the match to continue? How do you feel about power for power against your opponent?
We're talking Nugo or Bogdan?
Bogdan, definitely Bogdan, but we definitely know that that's the only reason. Before this, no one can handle Todd inside. No one can do nothing inside. Now, maybe we can, the guy's coming, right? You're only getting older and these guys are coming, right?
Well, they're getting older too.
Is there power?
No, that shoulder roll
difference?
that shoulder roll that worked on Paul Lynn ain't gonna work on me. If I get in that position, I'll pull him back just like Paul Lynn did, except I'm not gonna elbow foul.
Ray, did you just hear that there is still a power difference in Todzilla's opinion.
I heard that. I heard that. Yeah.
Nice. That
He has
being
all the
said,
bragging rights. He has all the bragging rights.
Bogdan, is the match over for the first couple rounds? If you turn inside, are you willing to fight there? Is your game plan to 100% pull the script from the last match you saw Todd with and absolutely dominate the hand and wrist side pressure and try to flash pin this guy as quick as possible? Tell us the game plan.
I don't know, man. I don't have a game plan. I have 4 or 5 game plans. I'm going in. Something's got to work. I feel Todzilla's amazing when he gets what he needs, but I also feel that he might be in trouble if he doesn't get what he needs. So I have a few things that I want to try, and let's see how he copes with them.
And would you agree that the outside move would potentially be one of the things that you could get that would put him in a bad situation?
I'm stronger inside than outside. So I think, to be honest, I think my everything, my press, my hook, my top roll, they're pretty much the same level. So it depends. I'm definitely willing to try everything. If he can stop all of them, heads down. He's there for a reason. He has been in the 95 at the top of the 95 for a reason. So I'm just there to test myself, try things, and see if something works. That's all.
First time out, what's the first thing? Can we tell Todd right now what to expect?
Nah.
The first ready go.
Nah. Ain't gonna happen.
Todd Hutchings sounds to me like the champ. 100% got a ton of respect for you. What do you expect? Anything different from this guy than the other 209 guys that are in the class?
I think he'll hit outside first. That's always that's the safest path for everybody when you're pulling somebody you don't know. So I expect it to go outside first. If he's comfortable with my hand, then he'll try to come inside. Same thing for me. I've never pulled him before. I've only seen his Nugo and Paul Lynn matches. So I don't know what, I mean, I see he's fast. He's way faster than the other two guys. It looks like his hand's quite a bit bigger, which always gives me fits. But I expect the match to be outside, at least the first match one, round one, just because that's the safest way to protect yourself with a known opponent.
Coach Ray, have you thought about this match? This could be the match of the night. All we need is for our guy to just cause any sort of a problem and it not just be 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's got electricity. When you think about this match, are you leaning like you normally do to the Europeans, or are you having a 50-50 good judgment on this match?
I think about it before I fall asleep every night. It's been mental exercise. I feel like Bogdan has so many different weapons and he can hit the lanes, but it all comes down as like where the strength gap is. And if he hits the lane where Todd is at his best, it's a bad day. That's how I feel it. It's a bad day. And if the match really stops, we haven't seen really Todd losing maybe on outside in a very long matches, not on inside. So I can't like I know Bogdan has multiple options and he's probably just gonna try and see which works better. I don't know. Like I see this as a very close match because it's still like I'm like okay, I kind of know where Bogdan is, but is he right there? Is he right there with Todzilla? And Todzilla has been like pulling Irakli 27 times. So cleaning the class, it's a weird one. So I'm super excited. I think it will be a great match, but it all comes down like sometimes like you think like, oh, I might be in a match, and then Godzilla just eats you, and you have nothing. Just he hits the lane, and you're done, right? But Bogdan is good because he's super fast, and he has all those lanes. We have seen him press, hook, top roll, all the things necessary. I think sometimes he just goes in matches trying to test himself out, and I think he has done enough testing at this point. It's time to try to win.
Bogdan, have you Did you see this coming? How long ago did you say, you know what, dude? I'm gonna fight for the world title in East versus West, which we'll ask Todd this after, could be the biggest right now arm wrestling has ever been. This is the biggest stage. This is truly an accomplishment. Did you know this 5 years ago or just recently, a year and a half ago?
I'll tell you what, I met up with some guys, including Ray, about a week and a half ago, and we were just talking, and they were like, dude, you're actually going to have a match with Todd. And I said, what did you ask me a year and a half ago? Who would I pull? Who would be my dream match from East versus West? Who did I say? I said I would be very, very interested, and I really would like to pull Uncle Todd. Like, because I come on, man. I like Todd. He's a character. He's strong as anyone. He's been booted out of that class so many times because nobody can do anything. That's my dream match, to fight the strongest guy. I don't care if I lose. If I lose, I lose. That's fine. I lost plenty of times in my life. But going against the best in the world, that's an honor for me. That's all I want.
Is this the right time for you too? Is this
Oh,
it?
absolutely. I've never been like this. My elbow is 100% again. Just tested it 2 days ago, and I still got a month to go. So absolutely is the best time I could ever hope for.
Todd Hutchings, is arm wrestling bigger right now than it has ever been in your lifetime?
Yeah, it seems like every league makes it a little bit bigger. When East versus West still first started, it was bigger than what the WAL was, and in the last couple of years, it's just really it's significantly larger than anything in my lifetime, and I think it dwarfs the early days of the PAL when there was just the Zalati and when they first started the super matches. Now I don't know what it was like in the 80s when they used to put it on TV, on the CBS TV and stuff. I don't know, or the Yukon Jack days. That was way before me, but it's the biggest it's been since 2000 anyways.
Yeah, no doubt. I definitely agree. I was just watching the broadcast, and I was supposed to be in Germany, and now I'm sitting here at my house feeding these two little twins, and I'm watching the broadcast, and I'm like, man, if this continues, these guys are going to be in Madison Square Gardens, sold out here in the next 5 years. So super crazy. Todd, did you see this coming? How soon did you see? Has this guy been maybe creeped into the radar? Was it after the Paul Lynn match? When did you know that this was coming?
The Paul Lynn match made me think he would pull Rustam or Irakli and then pull me, to go to go from Nugo to me, that caught me by surprise because I thought I was supposed to pull Nugo at the event he did. There was whispers of me pulling Nugo, and then that fell apart. So I pulled Oleg. So I thought I'd pull him, but I thought I'd pull him like in November or next February.
So, in your opinion, Rustam Babayev, the number one contender at the 209 class, how do you view that top five?
I think Irakli's number two, and then Rustam's under Irakli. I don't know who's third. It might very well be Bogdan now at third. I don't know. I don't actually know in the 209s, and I don't know if Rustam's still in it, with an
Rustam's
injury
injured.
or not. So I don't know where he's at.
Last time I know, Rustam's still injured and he doesn't want to pull on the right. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But if he was healthy, I'd put him at 3.
Yeah.
At number 4, I'd put either you or Paul Lynn. And I can't. I'll be honest. I don't know where.
Why would he put you or Paul in?
Well, I think it was. I don't know if Paul Lynn was right below Rustam or not before Bogdan beat him. I don't know where Bogdan was before he beat Paul. Things get hazy after number 3, so I don't know. Yeah.
Bogdan, why would he put or Paul Lynn or you? Is my missing something here?
Nah, the only thing is like I respect Paul Lynn and I know how strong he is. And to me, I think Todd's gonna say that because he probably doesn't know what the shape was when he pulled me. Because let's be honest, Paul Lynn hasn't pulled for 6 months and then he pulled me. So maybe he's thinking that he could have gotten in a better shape, so he could have been the other way around. That's all I'm thinking about. It is fair to assume that.
Oh, I don't think that. No, I think you beat Paulin. I'm not shading your win over Paulin. I just don't know where Paulin was ranked before you pulled him. That's all I'm getting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know
Okay.
I knew where Irakli and Rustam was, and I knew Paul. To be honest, I thought Paulin was at 5 or 6. So I don't know who was between Rustam and Paulin. That's
Okay.
why when I was doing the rankings, off the top of my head, you're obviously above Paul, but I don't know if that puts you at 4 or 3. That's all I'm saying.
I think I'm at 5.
Then who's in between Rustam and you?
That I do not know.
That's my point. I think there's
Give me 1 minute.
Coach Ray should know. That's what he's paid to know.
Hey, I apologize for asking you two what the rankings was and you guys not knowing. That is totally Coach Ray and I should know that. I just figured you guys would have that information. I apologize. Bogdan,
I think it's Sasho.
Oh,
Sasho Andreev.
Man, I feel bad for
It's Sasho. It's Sasho. Number 4 is Sasho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because Coach Ray and him still do the rankings.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get that shit fixed, okay? What are we talking about? Bogdan, talk to me about the 209, 231. Easy to make 209 or difficult?
209. I'm about 220. I walk around 218, 220. So it's not that hard to make 209. Yeah, in about a week I can be 209. It's not bad.
Everything works out perfect for you the next 2.5 years. You're balling. You're doing
Hopefully.
whatever you want to do. Robert's calling you, hey, guy, the most entertaining guy we got. You tell me what you want to do. What are you doing? What's the sequence?
What's the sequence? I would like to, obviously, I'm pulling Todd.
Perfect world.
I'm pulling Todd, and obviously I don't know how that's going to play out. But I
just told you it played out perfectly.
Okay. So I'm the champion
with the other 3 matches. Can
All
you
right.
please tell me what does it look like?
I'm the champion 95. All right, I got you.
Okay.
So I get the 95. I would like to redo the Nugo match, obviously. I think that's another match that we can redo. And then I would like a crack at Petrenko. I've been saying this for like 6 months. I think I know what Petrenko can do, and I think I could have something for him, but just one way to find out. That would be my ideal
The
stuff.
best thing about this show is it's not live. Ray, can you cut that out, what he just said right there? That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. What are we talking about? You're talking about the champ, maybe the 2 weight class champ after. And listen, just so you both know, he was very bougie on the podcast about the 209 guys. I mean, this guy, I almost, being that Todd's my guy, I almost got upset, but I kept my composure because Milk and Honey is paying for this nice podcast for us to have. So, Ray, make sure you cut that crazy talk out. We don't want our fans to think that he has lost his mind.
No one will know.
Todd, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How strong was that guy? And do you think the 20 pounds could make a difference if you were with him at 209 and not 231?
I don't think it would make a difference at 209. And I talked to a couple of people about this, including Michael Todd. He called me just a few days ago. I think if you took Petrenko right now at his current weight, I think he would be somewhere between 5 and 7 in the super heavyweights. I think he's that good.
So just so that I understand this, my prediction was that he's going to beat Michael Todd. And now, don't get me wrong, maybe Mike puts him in that weird swimming pool that he's never been in, and he didn't realize there's a rip current and that he kills himself. That could happen. I'm just telling you, that's been happening less and less to all the people that it was supposed to be happening to. And it just seems like a valid way to arm wrestle now is that you may have to sacrifice your hand and wrist to finish these Kings moves at the end of the things. And it seems like it's maybe teachable, because a lot of people seem to be doing it, especially to the monster. That's where we've been getting all the information. So, so what you're saying, Bogdan, you're hearing this correctly, right? This is not even, this is the guy right now telling you that this dude is the real deal at
Thank
209
God I
or at
thank
231.
thank God I don't mind losing, Travis.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Well, you know, we don't like to see people slaughtered at the butcher table. If I can, you know what I mean? I like to see them put up a fight. You know what I mean? So that is great news. That's a ton of respect for Oleg Petrenko. Todd Hutchings, I mean, how boring is arm wrestling right now? I don't even know why I would ask you this question. What would you do the next 2.5 years if life was the greatest Todd Hutchings stretch ever? What would take place?
I would spend a year at 105 and then a year at 115. I mean, I would like to pull both Petrenko and Chafee again, but I'm easily a year from probably either one of those guys. And I trained with Chafee for 10 years, and I thought I was closer to him than when I pulled him last time. So they've got a key to unlock me, man. So that's what I would do. I'd do 105 for a year and then 115 for a year.
How many matches? How many matches?
The 3 or 4 a year I get.
3?
Yeah, so give me 3 105 matches and 3 115 matches.
Nice. I got you. And then in that year, is there something in the back of your mind that you would start doing that you haven't implemented yet? What would change?
I started implementing it a week after my Petrenko match. So
I got you. And how drastic? How drastic are the implementations?
The bicep curls. Those are the bicep curls, right?
It's I'm still training mostly West Side system, but I read a lot of the Bulgarian method, and I've been reading, watching a lot of videos by this guy called Max Ayeda who coaches weightlifting. So I'll put a video out in about 8 months or so if it works, but it's it kind of flies in the face of a lot of the stuff I've been coaching for the last 20 years.
So yeah,
it's pretty drastic.
It's gonna be difficult to make a whole lot of big changes then. Well, I wish you'd have told me that you were gonna follow somebody completely opposite. I thought you were gonna go vegan or something crazy.
Oh no, I ain't doing that.
Crazy. I saw that
The
Mountain Dew there,
Bulgarian
so that's
method.
probably
I
the
got
right
it.
way
I
to
got it.
start. That's the right way to start. So Bogdan, talk to us about arm wrestling right now. I asked everyone on the podcast, it's a simple question. You're in charge of East versus West. You want it to be great, right? We all love arm wrestling. Anything you would do different? Can you see any sort of expansion in the format, the rules, the venues? Is there anything that you would do either different or you would add to the situation?
I would save time. I would just after the first sleep just go to the strap straight up. No more bullshit. Just get the strap and go. I don't know. Fouls. I don't mind running fouls. I like running fouls. I like matches to be ended on pins, not on fouls. That's something else I think they need to look at. The venues and everything, there's not much I can say because they got better and better and better every single time. So obviously not much input I can have on that. I think they're doing great. I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Todd Hutchings, same question. Anything you could see?
I like what Baxter's doing. I like what Engen did. I like what the WL was trying to do. The only thing I think, and I didn't know I was going to be asked this, or else I would have spent more time preparing it, but I almost think I would reduce the number of weight classes in order to put more depth in each class, because it almost seems like we're running out of interesting matches. To do 4 events a year with 16 matches, it seems like we might be running out of matches. So I'd almost reduce the weight classes so that you have more talent in each class, and then probably a hardcore press on bringing new people in, trying to get, just to add more depth to it. Because, like what Coach Ray said, I pulled Irakli 27 times. I don't know if that ever happens in another sport, So,
yeah, I think too, maybe be careful with the amount of promised matches per contract. If you're looking like we can't have 27 people get 3 matches, I've done the math. Like, it won't work. But on the flip side, I think you always make mistakes at the beginning, and it's usually the person's like, be careful what you sign. A lot of times, you need to be careful what you put in front of someone to sign, because then you have to fulfill it. But I think that maybe had something to do with you and Irakli. We're like, listen, we got them over here. Let's have them pull Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We got all 3 matches.
Yeah, I just want to pull them every Christmas time when the Wizard of Oz comes on TV. That could be like a yearly tradition.
No doubt. Let's talk about Michael Todd. He's going to, listen, guys, he's going to have this place on point. He has been telling me about this place for 10 years. He's like, listen, if I ever can win a world title, it's going to be, I'm going to bring it in Arkansas. And I don't know if you guys know this, and the fans too. This illusion of Michael pulling for this title in Arkansas has got him 15 matches to where he would become the number 1 contender. And he has and he's been all up in some wars too. Do you think that Michael, I think it's tough, right? I think the guy's going to eat well the whole time he's coming. Michael's going to starve. I think Michael has, when people lose 25 pounds just to get to the place where they only got to lose 14 pounds of water, I'm like, hey, dog, I don't know if you thought this out the correct way. So I think he's setting himself up for running around for the week before the tournament like a crazy person, because you're trying to promote and make sure. And if I know Michael Todd, he's got some deals to make this thing financially suitable for him and his family. So I think there's a ton of stress, and I think he's in trouble. Todd's already kind of glimpsed to the fact that he's in that range, because I got to imagine you got Michael Todd somewhere in that 5 to 15 range as well, right? So you went hard with the 5 to 7, right? Yeah. You went crazy with that. So
I think Oleg and Michael Todd occupy the same band at the in the super heavyweights. You got Levon, which is way beyond everybody else. Then you got an elite, like 3 people, and they're separate from the meaty part of the curve. And then at the very bottom, you got these gatekeepers. So in that middle, those guys switch rankings a lot. They're not elite level, they're not beating Vitaly and Devin, but they're trading amongst themselves, and they're way better than the gatekeeper people. I think Oleg's in that part where Michael Todd is, at super heavevyweight. But like you said, to run an event, and Michael Todd can put on an event. He can promote. But yeah, that's a whole nother job above the fact that, what's he coming down? 3 weight classes? That's a big jump.
No doubt. Talk to us, Bogdan. What do you think about Michael Todd? Can he somehow win, knowing what I just said to you, and then listening to Toddzilla? My goodness.
I like Michael. I like his fire, his drive. He always wants a world title. He's constantly going for them. Like, as everyone said, once your mind is on promoting, you're not fully dedicated to the match. You're not fully dedicated probably to your training. Losing that much weight, I don't know. I like, Oleg does not like to pull without a wrist. All right. So I get that. So to me, that's the only valid point that I see where Michael can muddy the waters a lot, get him to panic maybe. But as you said, Travis, people are figuring it out. A lot of people are figuring it out. And I don't know if it's going to work. But you know what's funny? What's going to happen if Michael doesn't get this one? Is he going to 95 to get a world title?
Yeah.
I would like to see Michael at 95, man. That one
That's
skinny
where he
dude.
was when I met him. That man
Yeah,
was an Abercrombie model. It was great.
Yeah,
Coach
yeah,
Ray,
no.
I
when
pulled
you
him at 95.
yeah, Coach Ray, when you hear everyone talking here, because you were kind of on the Michael train, right, the other day?
What the other day?
The other day, before you tried to get out of here after 10 seconds, you acted like Michael was going to win. Knowing that all of the things that you just hear now, are you still on the Michael Todd train, or are you going to try to recant your statement?
I think the champ is the favorite until he loses, but Michael brings different kind of trouble and different kind of thing. Like it's very hard. Like we saw Georgi Tsvetkov, right? Great top roller, got everything, and Michael had nothing and he still beat him. And I'm thinking like Petrenko might have all those things where you want the hand control, you're trying to win with the hand control, but you will not have the hand control. I think Michael's style really like you need to prepare for it. Like if you're not prepared, it's gonna be very, very hard for you to understand it. Like the King's movers are everywhere right now. And I think you really need specific training just for that. Because then you're gonna get, oh, like this is how I climb, this is how I control, this is how I trap him, not getting trapped by him. So I'm thinking like Michael has crazy advantages, but also crazy disadvantages, right? So I'm seeing it a very
What about weight cut? Todd Hutchings, what's the most weight you ever cut to make something crazy happen? 189, right?
Yeah, 20 pounds is the most I've ever. Well, no, I went down to 175, but that took me a month. But normally 10% is about the most I cut.
What do you weigh now, Todd?
100 kilograms, same as you.
Same as okay.
Now, and what is that 20 pounds significant difference in you that day or no?
No, cutting the weights, everybody focuses on cutting the weight. The hardest part of a big weight cut like that is putting it back on once you've weighed in. Most people can cut all that weight, they weigh in, then they only put on like a third to a half of it. You got to be able to put all the weight back on plus another 2 or 3%. So when you walk into the match, you're now the biggest guy there. Gaining the weight back is a lot harder than cutting it.
How much time do you need to do what you just said?
I need 24 hours to cut 10 to 15 pounds, and in 24 hours after weigh-in, I can put on 17 to 18.
So the disadvantage with North America that like comparing to Europe is the weigh-ins in Europe is in the morning and the event starts late at night. So most guys will have not only like 24, they might have 36, 40 hours before the match. Like they have a lot of time there. So okay, no, I did my math completely wrong. No, I didn't. No, I did it correctly. So 36 hours plus. Here it will be early morning and then the event starts midday. So you might have a little bit over like 28 hours or something. It's still not bad for
What is the East versus West method? The day before in the morning?
day before the morning. But in Europe we do the events in the evening. In USA we do it in midday noon.
Yes, gotcha.
I've never wake up in my life. I don't even know how to do it.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting to hear this guy talk about that, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how long it'll take you, Bogdan, to get here. And then what day will you get here?
I'm getting
and
there.
how many different layovers? What we got?
I got good flights this time. It's only like 2 flights to go there and then 2 flights to come back. The layover is only like an hour and a half. And to be honest, every time I came there, people talk about jet lag. I don't really get it. I don't really understand what it is. I never feel weaker or stronger, or I just feel normal. So, not a problem. I'm coming on Wednesday.
So you'll land on Wednesday? Is it the same day you take off? You get here the same day because of the time, right? You gain
and then I'm leaving Sunday and getting back to London on Monday. So, yeah, it's not bad.
Easy work. Todd, you driving up? What are you gonna do? Fly to Little Rock?
No, there's a flight right out of Wood County, West Virginia. We fly to North Carolina and then we fly to Little Rock. So it's only like 6-7 hours of airplane ride for me.
Wednesday, Thursday, when you get there?
I believe I get there Wednesday. I'd have to look it up. There was some trouble booking these tickets, and I can't remember where we landed. I think I either leave Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. I can't remember. I usually show up on a Wednesday for these Saturday events. So,
any match on the card, Bogdan, you're looking forward to besides your own?
Yeah, I want to see Hermes and Morozov. Obviously, I really want to see Michael Todd if he can do anything to Oleg with all the things that we mentioned. What else? Because there's quite a few interesting matches. I want to see what Merlot does. What else? Yeah, there's a few more, but these are the ones that are straight coming into my mind right now when I think about it.
When you saw the performance from Alijan on Artem Morozov, does that make you think that Morozov is weak as shit right now and not training and is going to get killed? Or are you just, holy camole, I would hate to run into Alijan in any dark alley?
The thing is, it went exactly, that one was one of the matches that went exactly how I thought. I know Morozov is strong and but he's not good with speed. I've seen multiple videos of him over the years where a very fast but very light guy flashes him instantly. He has problem connecting. Once he connects, he's good. So I did think Alijan was just going to flash pin him every single time. I also, the shape of him, we don't know. It's an unknown now. He had injuries on both arms. He came back on the left. Did he lose because he wasn't ready, or did he lose because Alijan is unworldly? I don't know. The right hand is the same. We haven't seen him in a long time. Is he the best he could have been, or is he just coming back? Because if he is, he's going to get a very well-rested, very big Hermes. So, yeah.
Todd Hutchings, Alijan the greatest ever, or is Morozov just totally off the fucking stem cells and is like, I'm just getting this money?
I think Alijan's one of those weird enigmas, man. I love Morozov. I really do. I every time we're at the same event, I spend some time with him, but I I have no limit of respect for Alijan, man. I just think he is just one of those supernatural guys.
All right. Well, here it is, gentlemen. Bogdan, this man crushes you 3-4 times in a row and takes his left hand, puts it on top of your head and starts rolling around. Are you cool with that? And do you plan on the reciprocation of that? Todd, do you mind when they do it to you if you lose?
I really don't mind. If it's done, but to be honest, everybody who's done it has done it respectfully. Everybody treats me with a lot of respect. I will say one thing, man. I have no complaints about the way anybody's ever treated me ever in arm wrestling.
Have you ever misread the room, Todd, and patted somebody that you could tell 1 second into the pat that this is
I came really close, and somebody took me aside and said, "Look, don't touch that dude." And it wasn't me belittling him. It was a religious, cultural thing. Some populations touching somebody on the head is disrespectful.
I have that same religion.
Okay.
yeah. If you ever can find yourself whacking me at some tournament in Maryland, we don't play that in our church either. We don't play.
Okay.
Well, I got grandkids now, Todd. I got grandkids.
So do I.
Yeah, but they're gonna be very savvy with this YouTube pulling it up here. There's no more viral clips. No more. So
there's some super chats.
You're cool with it?
If I lose, I am perfectly okay with Todd just rubbing my head. But then there's another thing. He needs to be the first American that actually beats me, because no American has ever beaten me in my life. And Todd, if you lose, Don't worry, I moisturize. I promise. I'm gentle.
And
Okay,
I'll be so
I got
covered in
ready.
sweat, you'll be moisturized when I'm done if you touch my head, man. I sweat in the swimming pool.
We have some super chats from fans with actually some questions. Sean Crowder, well, no, Sean. What does Todd think the biggest threat are from Bogdan in their match?
Speed and hand size.
Okay. Alaska Wolverine. I know it was ages ago, but Stoica defeated Frode with professional fouls and skullduggery. I don't know what that is. It still
I'm a
sticks in my
terrible, terrible man.
yeah. Todd, you are America's uncle. Todd, what kind of engineer are you? Travis, is Tyson going to stay with the Bears or looking to go somewhere else?
You first,
I'm a
kid.
mechanical engineer.
Same as my wife.
Listen, getting traded is like getting divorced, man. It's terrible. We're never getting traded. Chicago Bears for life. For life.
And there's one from Zach String, Love Todd and Bogdan, grip deck, grip tools. Here we make armor and blood flow tools as a vendor for EVW. Can I meet you guys at the booth? Much love. Probably you can. Yeah, that's it. Shut up. I'm sorry, Travis.
Coach Ray, will you be there? Will you be in Little Rock?
Yes, sir.
When will you get there? When will you get in?
Wednesday evening. Yeah.
Wednesday evening. All right. Well, gentlemen, I don't have much more, man. It seems to me like it's very simple. Bogdan, you have absolutely no chance of beating this guy in the United States of America. Are you
I know, it's
kidding
crazy.
me?
It's crazy.
After you done talked all that shit about Paul Lynn and now no other American could listen. I am almost positive that the United States of America will be behind Todd Hutchings, and he will not disrespect the American citizen. And listen, this is going to be a different kind of American citizen, Bogdan.
Yeah, it's a senior citizen.
This ain't Chicago. This ain't Phoenix. This ain't New York, baby. This Little Rock. Okay?
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, listen, how poetic it is that Bogdan Stoica did lose to Ryan Bowen, and now he's going to pull Todd Hutchings for title.
I was going to, when it was my turn, I was going to say, I've never been beat by an Australian, and I've arm wrestled 3 of them.
True. Listen, I always said to people, if you ever feel bad, anyone feels bad that they lost an arm wrestling match, they need to come to me and I'll explain how I lost to Bowen, and it'll make everything feel like sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, Bowen's strong though. He gets a bad rap. Now listen, he's in a civil war right now. Have we been following this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so what is going on? The Federation over there won't let him and his girlfriend compete?
Pretty much. There's some they like I saw the video where they did not get let in the venue. Like the doors closed, there were guards there. It's craziness. Just
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Hats off to Ryan Bowen, right? Because listen, you're talking about the whitest fucking dude you ever seen in your life, fucking around in. I mean, listen, every country in the world to me is third world. As soon as you leave Washington, D.C., I am terrified of any motherfucker who is a local citizen. This guy's just going around saying, this guy's committing a crime. I mean, the dude's got balls, man. Big fucking balls. So hopefully he is not in big fucking trouble right now as we speak. Right? I mean, am I crazy? I'm not watching this thing saying, go get him, Ryan. I'm like, no. Get your girl. Get over here. You can arm wrestle in the DC Metropolitan League. I promise you will be invited to every event. Yeah. My goodness. Well, guys, I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, here's the truth. We've only got, 5 American matches, I believe. There is no doubt that Michael Todd is going to bring a lot of fan favor from the city of Arkansas. But listen, make no mistake about it, right? Our entire country is on this man's shoulders. This is our guy, and we fully expect for the champ to remain the champ. With that said, good luck, young man. I hope it all works out for you. It's going to probably hurt just a
Thank you
little.
very much. I'll take my chances, Travis, to the moon and back.
Coach Ray, you got anything else before we let these guys get at it?
No, I'm very excited for this match. I think it's one of the best matches on the card, and I'm really listen. As I seen Bogdan grow up in Arm Wars and being underground king and having these insane matches and in these insane results. And I've been pulling with him like on side table for 3 years, and I was just like he's getting stronger and stronger. But we never know how strong he is. But he beat Paul and we're like, okay, cool. And then he had that match with Nogo, which is probably the match of the year. I'll be like, okay. So I'm really excited to see this because, like, we know Todd Hutchings. Like, Todd Hutchings is measured. We know exactly who he is. So now let's measure Bogdan.
That's all I want.
Oh, also, last little prediction. Talk to me, Todd. Irakle or our guy?
Oh yeah,
That's a
That's
crazy
the
match.
one we should have went over.
I forgot about that one.
That one, man, I flip back and forth. I think that could be a blowout either way. I'll tell you, I think Irakli's got the tools to beat Yoshi. I just don't know if Irakli's got the endurance because I've never seen Irakli in a real long match. And it takes endurance, whether you go after that King's move, the Ermi style or the John Brzezinski style. It takes a lot of capacity to hang in there. And Irakli's got a lot of peak power. I just don't know what his work capacity is like. So normally I wouldn't give the King's mover an advantage, but I think Yoshi is probably a 55 to 45 or a 60-40 favorite in that match. I would rather pull Irakli than Yoshi. Let me just put it that way.
Hey, let's go. Any thoughts, Bogdan, watching that? These two guys?
I am.
Listen, this is a potential opponent for you, right? Regardless, winner, loser, whether you win or lose, you're going to run into one of these cats soon.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. I'm in exactly the same boat as Todd here. I got 55-45 for Yoshi, but it could very easily go the other way.
The betting odds 1 week ago before I started these podcasts was that Irakle 85% was the winner and Michael Todd 85% of the winner. As soon as I make my predictions about these two upsets, now every guy I talk to is like, yeah, Travis, I agree with you. It's exactly what you said. I had the original thought of these two guys being upsets. They're not even upsets. I picked the two favorites. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, listen, can't wait to see you in Little Rock. It's going to be special. Good luck to both of you. Match of the night. Not really, Todd. Be cool if you just handled everything. But thanks a lot, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, Travis,
thank you very much.
Digs calls better than you. Just so you know.
Yeah.
You're the best.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, I'll dig these other four. Just